Mm, welcome to this very special evening ceremony live from the fire temple here at School of Mother Earth. We sit in the teepee and you're with us during the Air Weekend of the Year program. So it's the coziest session that I've ever had live. I think because I'm surrounded with fantastic people who are kind of coast down because they're gonna sleep here in the teepee tonight. It's just I feel like an amazingly happy kid who get to have a sleep over a slumber party with their best friends and all of you at the same time. So, such a gift to have you all here. Mm. And today, because we are in the teepee and we've been playing a lot with sounds, I this drum wanted to be with us for the startup for today. So it wants to help us to land in our bodies, land in the earth, take our place in this circle and in this life with ease, with love, with strength. Mm. So now I'm ready to keep reading from this book, and I hope you've all landed gracefully in your hearts and your bodies. Mm. Let's just take a common deep breath and connect with our hearts and with each other. Hey. Medicine. There's a lot of misunderstanding and misinformation about the word medicine as it's being taught and misused by plastic shamans, new age gurus, and pretendians. And to be clear, we certainly don't mean the pharmaceutical industry's misappropriated use of the word medicine. Medicine is essence, and essence is the most distinct and concentrated characteristic of a singular thing. Each distinction, each distinct thing in this world has a natural energy, and natural energy comes in positive and negative forms, as well as masculine and feminine forms. Essence is created when bonds are formed and essence is released when bonds are broken. These bonds can be in the form of relationships, ideas, molecules, or any assortment of instances when things come together or come apart. Hmm. When two good things join together, the essence that is created is good medicine, and it is the foundation of love, health, and healing. Good medicine can be anything that promotes healing, well being, and love, and can be as simple as smiling at someone who may need it, even if it's smiling at ourselves in the mirror. Even our mistakes can be medicine, because if we learn from our mistakes, then we can teach others the lessons of our mistakes, and helping people is good medicine. Good medicine is spending time with a good friend or animal relative, walking in nature, swimming, making love, laughing, enjoying a good meal, or having good thoughts and wishes for someone. Molecules can be another example of good medicine. A hydrogen molecule by itself is distinct, and so is an oxygen molecule. However, when these molecules bond in a certain sequence, they create a medicine that allows all life to exist. H2O. Or water. Good medicine is the essence that's created when at least two good things come together and create something good and positive. When two bad things come together or are broken apart, the essence that's created or released is bad medicine, which is the source of anger, pain, and suffering. For example, bad medicine is created when two people with negative needs come together and create an abusive relationship, such as two highly codependent people forming a relationship that results in enabling and abuse. Hmm. Bonds can be broken apart with bad intention and release bad medicine, such as when governments split the atom to use in weapons of mass murder, or when parents break apart and use their children as leverage to inflict pain and suffering on each other. Then there's the question of what happens when a good thing and a bad thing comes together. When good and bad come together, as they often do, the essence is imbalanced and out of alignment. The reason a good thing and a bad thing are attracted to each other is that each is missing something the other half wants. Maybe one thing has a need to control, and the other has a want to be controlled. Or maybe one thing gives a certain type of safety or attention, and the other thing needs a certain type of safety and attention. Someone who has been sexually abused in their past may find themselves in a relationship with someone who may not be good for them or make them happy, but who has the physical ability to protect and provide some sense of control and safety. When someone feels a void, they will seek to fill that void. When a positive and a negative energy comes together, the bond is weak and unstable, but the inevitable breaking apart of that bond can be explosive. The way we heal that void is to work on reconnecting our spirit with the ancient knowing that each of us is already perfect, whole and complete, just the way we are. Now that we have a base understanding of indigenous medicine, we can talk about spirit. Hmm. Spirit. Spirit is the collective embodiment of various medicines working together, creating a distinct spiritual entity or environment. Imagine a body of water made up of countless water molecules. This body of water can be in the form of an ocean, a river, a lake, or a puddle. Spirit is the result of all the medicine that body of water is supporting, nurturing, and holding space for. If we are talking about the spirit of a river, we're talking about the collective being that is the total combination of the medicine of the microbes teeming in the nutrition rich riverbed, the medicine of the insects clinging to the underside of the river stones, the medicine of the water plants taking in carbon dioxide and giving off oxygen as their gift to other beings, and the medicine of all the beaver, fish, frog, and turtle people that the sacred water holds space for. The collective medicine of all those beings living in harmony with one another in that space is called spirit. Similarly, the collective medicines that make up a forest is the spirit of that forest. The collective medicines that make up a tribe of people is the spirit of that tribe of people. The collective medicines that make up a mountain is the spirit of that mountain, and so on and so on. Spirit is the natural harmony and organization of Grandmother Earth. And when we disrupt this natural harmony, we create suffering and imbalance. When we need an abundant source of energy as a society, we take it from a limited source of dead energy, such as oil or gas. Then we create suffering and imbalance that eventually spirals into various disasters and diseases. Building dams stops the migration routes of our salmon relatives, creating cascading instances of suffering and imbalance across multiple ecosystems. Creating suffering and imbalance is often the result of the ignorance and the handiwork of those infected with the disease of corruption and greed. We can help to bring harmony and balance back to the spiritual way of Grandmother Earth, starting with connecting with each of the seven sacred directions of the sacred hoop. Mm. I don't feel we're really done yet. So I think we start the next chapter and see how far we shall go. It's about East and new beginnings. And I think we step in here because we're working with uh, the East in the circle this weekend as well. And we're working with new beginnings. Behold, my brothers, the Spirit has come. The earth has received the embraces of the sun, and we shall soon see the results of that love. Every seed is awakened, and so has all animal life. It is through this mysterious power that we too have our being, and we therefore yield to our neighbors, even our animal neighbors, the same right as ourselves to inhabit this land. This was said by Sitting Bull, one of the most famous Lakota elders. Spring, as life circles the medicine wheel, signs begin to appear, and the thunder begins awaken the land, alerting all beings to wake up and begin again. Our deer and elk relatives drop their antlers, and the bear elders leave distinct paw prints on the banks of the rivers and lakes as subtle signs that the sacred movement of all things is shifting into a new season. In the spring, the thunder and lightning people arrive with their unmistakable message to be vigilant as Grandmother Earth is renewing the ceremony of life. For us humans, these months hold space for our regeneration, our rebalance, and our rebirth. Essentially, this time is fertile ground for new beginnings. This is more than a beautiful sentiment, for if we can learn to intuitively sense the changes in the natural renewing energies of this season and begin to live in alignment with the sacred movements of the earth and the moon, the power of these seasonal and celestial events will breathe new life into us in profound and powerful ways. We are in a time when many people the world over have spiritually devolved and have lost connection with their seasonal and celestial senses. The good news is that it's not difficult to rebuild our relationship with the ways of the earth and the stars. The memory of these ways is literally part of our ancestral blood memory. When we learn how to sink into the rhythm of our natural spirituality, we can sense the influences the moon has on us, and we become keenly aware of our earthly relationship with the power of the sun. We may have forgotten the words of our original song, but we can hum along until we begin to remember again. And there, I think we end for today. Thank you so much, all of you, being here with me in this ceremony and in this life. I feel so blessed to get to share this evening, this moment, this life with you. With that, we let go of this day and we step into the night, inviting the dark to hold us with love, with peace, with trust, and giving us the knowledge and notion that we need to start with a new day tomorrow. Thank you all so much.